I mean, let's look back at the day itself, and I think I do still want to answer John's question that what CCS has been doing and what somebody else asked what happens after we go outside this room. So let's just think a little bit about that, and we'll conclude within next 5 minutes or so. See, in terms of why have we curated this platform of School Choice National Conference? It's basically CCS believes in choice in education, the parental choice, which champions the cause of parental choice. So we have to continue the dialogue around it, because when school choice campaign started in India, I don't think that nobody in India actually essentially even talked about school choice as a philosophy. So we have, and we are promoting certain ideas on one hand, but at the same time we are also trying to popularize a particular concept which is completely not known or taken for granted. So the year after year we continue meeting on this, so that more and more people start talking about it. If you ask me how many people from last year's School Choice National Conference are in the room today, I see 80% fresh audience, which is a great thing. So 80% more people actually start talking about some of these ideas. So that's essentially what this platform does. And of course, to get different stakeholders in education on one platform and hear each other and share ideas. So I do look back at some of these conferences that I have been personally a part of, and do see this serving a tremendous purpose, not at the risk of self-backpatting, but I think it does work very well. We have got testimonials to that effect from participants. In terms of what do we do outside this room, in any other conference this would have been a very difficult question. In this conference we actually did think about what we are planning to do. See, a new education policy draft is about a month and a half away from now. The committee which is forming the drafting the report at the moment, inviting different civil society organizations and experts to make presentations to the committee on what would they like to see in new education policy. Some of the discussions that we have had here, and when I was thinking back about the day, I think today we have focused significantly on the causation part, on the effect part. We also need to see much more of solutions, and I think some of you might have certain solutions. Do write to us. We would like to certainly send that document to people who are working on NEP, the drafting committee of course, and the officer on special duty in MHRD who is working on NEP. We would certainly like to send this document. This is not the first roundtable on new education policy that CCS has done. We had one roundtable in November. We actually personally met the Honorable Minister Smriti Irani and presented our recommendations to her. We had another roundtable on 5th of December with Brookings India, where we again have a bunch of recommendations for NEP, which we again plan to submit to MHRD. We are working on the report. Similarly, out of this conference, we don't think we will have any more public platforms after this before NEP is actually launched, because there is very little time, and they already had about 1 million suggestions, so I don't want to become like 1 million plus one. So we obviously will now focus on popularizing these ideas further. So that's what we can see after this conference happening outside this room over the next couple of weeks. So that's the answer. So I really want to thank all of you who have stayed back in the room and who have been with us for one panel, two panel or more, or some people have actually come back after attending a couple of panels. All sorts of attendance has been phenomenal for us. It's a crazy cold day, but we didn't, and we were like really concerned in the morning that we'll not have first panel, at least for the first panel we won't have that many people in the room, but we are really so pleasantly surprised to have all of you joining us right from the first panel till the last. I also am really kind of like really taken aback by the variety of audience that I see here today. We have academicians, we have practitioners, we have policy makers, and we have students, and we have youngsters who are now dabbling in the field of education. We also had one book launch of one such youngster. So I'm really looking forward to interacting with many of you who I got a chance to interact with, and others. Please feel free to get in touch with us. We would really like to work together, and let's hope that we get a new education policy which is child-centered, which promotes autonomy, which gives more freedom to the stakeholders, and which ultimately takes education towards better quality education to create good students. That's the hope I have after this conference. Thank you very much, and I'll hope to see you all again and again.